Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel. Got a great presentation for you this evening. If it's your first time, definitely check out our website, VectorVest.com, after the video if you want to learn more about the software, learn more about the VectorVest community, and how we can help your portfolio. Now, tonight's presentation, we're going to look at the major indices, and there's one space that I do see, potential still to the upside right now, and because of that, I'm going to bring it back to our VectorVest philosophy. Now, I've been doing this position for about a year, and one of my first videos I ever did took it back to the basics, and that's going to be finding safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price at this time. So if this is something you're interested in and you want to make some money, get some fish along the way as we utilize the VectorVest 7 software, stick around and let's get started. Now I'm recording this shortly after the market opened this morning. You see it's about 9:40 right now. Major indices down. NASDAQ leading the charge right now, down 1.8%. We got two red lights across the board. The primary wave is down. So you know what I'm already going to say, and that is VectorVest does not advocate buying any stocks at this time. That's why I like to give you the full picture here. Now let's go ahead and check out these charts and show you exactly what I'm talking about today. Here we have the Star Search layout, looking at some Bollinger Bands, just giving us a sense of price action here. Now, first up, we got the VVC or VectorVest Composite. Again, this is our broad market indicator here. This is tracking over 9,000 stocks. Just gives you a better representation of the overall market. We can see price action just crossed into the slow lane here at $68.26. So the upside momentum starting to wane. But as we take a look at the SPY or S&P 500, we see price action cross below the slow lane and is now actually about to go into the lower lane here. Currently trading at 548.13. So again, the momentum to the upside here also fading away. The Q's in the same boat. You can see the wedge pattern here, consolidation. Price action broke out to the downside, hitting a new low here over the last 1 month at $471. I talked about this yesterday, but once price action crossed below this low, 473.94, which it has with the gap down this morning coming at 471. Therefore, definitely not bullish right now on the Qs. Well, this is where I do see optimism in the market right here. Russell 2000. I know it got a big jump up about 2 weeks ago. We can see that here riding the upper Bollinger Band. But look at price action. It's still in the fast lane, currently trading at $2,243. So tonight's video, we're going to utilize the VectorVest 7 software. We're going to find the safest, most undervalued stocks in the Russell 2000. So let's get ready. So I utilized the Unisearch part of the program to find exactly the stocks I was looking for. You can see here the stocks must be on the Russell 2000. The safety or RS must be greater than 1.1 and the stock price has to be less than the stock value. So these stocks have to be undervalued, favorable safety rating. Along with that, they have to be on the Russell 2000. Of these, all but 4 have a RT above 1, so are currently in an uptrend right now. If we take a look, RV relative value, looking at long-term price appreciation, great ratings here. The only one with an unfavorable rating becomes AVNW. RS relative safety, all above 1 here. The highest in the list currently sits at 1.39, being Simpson Manufacturing. Now, most of these stocks do have a buy rating here. Along with that, VST scores greater than 1, so that's a great sign. And if we scroll over to the right, look at the industries here. Very diverse group of stocks here. You got everything from financial, healthcare, building, business services, auto and truck, retail, and food. So you can see a great list of stocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of the stocks with the RT greater than 1 here. And let's take a look at these charts and see if there's some great candidates that we should have on our radar. We're looking at these stocks at a 3-month time span. We've got the 3, 8, and 20-day exponential moving averages, support resistance lines. Along with that, we got volume down below and the forecasted earnings per share. Now this stock here, enva, looks phenomenal. Just hit a new high today, coming in at 78.69. If you're not already in this position, I'd just like to see this high taken out, confirming price action to the upside. But we can see all the momentum is there when it comes to the moving averages, especially breaking out of this channel here. We see the bottom of the channel around 57.88, while the top of that channel came in around 64.47. Now we do see earnings per share on the rise as well. So overall, I mean, this looks like a great company here. RS is above 1. It is undervalued. Next up is ATIS. Nice smooth price action from lower left to upper right. Just got a new crossover here, 3 above the 8 right now. We do see a little bit of selling pressure, this upper wick as of today. Again, we're so close to the high right now at $124.29. So I'd give up the $2 just to see confirmation to the upside. Now, on top of that, the forecasted data for earnings per share looks phenomenal. Nice steady rise over the last 3 months. Here we have SSD, Been a little volatile lately. Nice level support here at 165.27. We see this huge bottom wick showing a lot of buying pressure here. 3 remained above the 8-day exponential moving average, and all of it remains above the 20. Now, as long as price action can stay above this 176.64 level, I am optimistic in this position. We got a fresh buy rating on here. Now, my concern is its earnings per share, EPS. We do see a nice steady rise in its earnings per share until just a few days ago. We do see the steep decline here in its forecasted data, so just keep that in mind for longer term holds. Next up, ENSG. 3's above the 8 here. We're seeing a nice candlestick today. Bulls are in charge with very little wick at the top. Price actually coming in at 137.35. Again, so close to the high here at 142. I'd give up the couple bucks. Just see price action get above this high, confirming momentum to the upside. But along the way, 3 is above the 8 and price action above the 20-day exponential moving average. So everything looks good there. Even from a forecasted data standpoint, EPS on the rise over the last 3 months. We already know RS is above 1 and the stock is undervalued. So this is a great fish to have on your shopping list if you're not already in this position. Here we have MGRC. Price action pretty volatile over the last 3 months here. Price currently sitting on this level support at 112. If I scroll out to 6 months here, does look like more of a bottom fishing opportunity here. Momentum starting to come back in this position. I do like the optimism here, that price action above 112.99. If you're going to get in this position, not the worst idea, because I do see a fresh buy rating here. All the moving averages in our favor. I'd put a stop, right around this level support here. So that way, if price action does not find it as a level support going forward, you can get out of the position early. As far as to the upside, you can see the level resistance coming in at 123. So about 10% upside before we get to any level of resistance. Now, EPS forecasted data here over the last 6 months on the rise, steady stair-step fashion, lower left, upper right. So everything looks good from a fundamental standpoint with this position. Here's the last stock on the list. We got MGPI. I'm already going to tell you this level of resistance here, 83.92. Strong rejection here with the upper wick showing selling pressure right at this level of resistance. Even though the moving averages are in our favor right now, a little early for me at least. I'd like to see price action break above this level of resistance, just showing that the bulls are in charge. Because this right here, this upper wick, showing that rejection is my concern right now. And we're seeing volume starting to taper off over the last few days, so keep that in note. But other than that, RS above 1, company's undervalued. We do have the buy rating here. But look at the earnings per share on the rise over the last 6 months. Went from $6.10, now ending at just above $6.25. Now, before you go out and start buying these stocks, I showed you the front page or the home page of the VectorVest 7 software, and we saw the indecision in the market. The only optimism after looking at the charts is going to be in the Russell 2000 with the price action still in the fast lane. But just keep this in mind, Friday will be PCE data. That's right. That is a key data point that the Federal Reserve looks at when making their interest rate decision. If that data does not come in favorable for interest rate cut, that's definitely going to be detrimental for small cap and growth stocks, affecting all of these positions. So if you're not already in the Russell 2000, if you haven't bought over the last few weeks, you may want to take your time, wait till after Friday's news, because buying in right before the big announcement, could work out one way or the other. Just know if you do that, you're more aggressive in nature. Now, if you want to be more conservative in nature, wait till we get a little bit more follow through, either in the market itself or after the PCE data is released. Now, again, if you found this information informative and you found it useful to actually make money in the stock market or just understand what's going on in the market right now, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button so that way I can keep you updated going forward. Have a good night.